How about a very picturesque overnight cruise in a UNESCO World Heritage Site the Vietnamese claim as the 8th natural wonder of the world? Halong Bay is located in northeastern Vietnam, just 165 km from Hanoi. In order to board the cruise ship, you must first jump on a smaller boat for a quick trip out to deeper waters. This is a modern replica of a paddle steamer built only a few years ago, but the original Emeraude was the dream of the Rogue brothers from Bordeaux, who became fascinated with the idea of fortune and adventure, and over a period of 50 years found both. By 1910, the brothers had built the original Emeraude and were offering cruises in Halong Bay to visitors to what was then Indochina. Last week we showed you the hustle and bustle of downtown Hanoi, but this week we drop down a gear and head north to cruise the beautiful waters of Halong Bay, famous for its mystical limestone islands and grottos. Halong Bay is also known as the Bay of the Descending Dragon due to a charming local myth. Long ago, when the Vietnamese forefathers were fighting invaders from the north, the gods sent a family of dragons to help them defend Vietnam. The dragons' landing spot is what is now known as Halong Bay, and upon their arrival they began to spit out jewels and jade, which then turned into islands as they hit the water. This created a fortress to protect the land, and so Vietnam and Halong Bay was formed. If you get a wee bit hot out on the deck, there's always your air-conditioned suite in which you can relax in, and something I appreciate is a whole lot of headroom, which is nice and surprising for a boat. You've got the comfy couch over here in the corner, your queen-size bed, and toilet, shower and basin all in one.
The first thing tourists can feel about the cruise is small spaces, but they are arranged quite reasonable. The regular cabin of Emeraude has the area of about 10 meters. This cabin is a typical example for that. The drawers and corners are used for wardrobe or put the sink. All this mirror has a modest size while still ensuring the necessary requirements of tourists. The beds are designed quite simply and focused on utility, rather than decorative purposes, making the space in the cabins of Emeraude Cruise wider. In the luxury cabins like Emeraude Suite, amenities in the room is equipped with somewhat more favorable, but the compact size of utensils or taking full advantage of corners in the room to put the sofa still show the flexibility of designers. Suite room is one of the very few rooms on the cruise using white paint in interior, although nearly all of Emeraude shell is painted white.
There's lots to keep you occupied as you cruise around Halong Bay. The waters are dotted with these little limestone caves, and the largest of these is called the Surprise Cave, which we're about to jump in a little boat and check out now. Bay has a very tranquil feel. Even the waters have a calm flow, making swimming on one of the many beaches an enjoyable experience. Cruise activities continue on into the night with cocktails, cooking demonstrations and a deck screening of the Catherine Deneuve film Indochine. But it was an early night for me as I wanted to be up at the crack of dawn for sunrise Tai Chi. A nice gentle way to ease into the morning is Tai Chi at sunrise. It's all about harmonizing the energies and being bird-like, I think. And if you're feeling less than elastic, you can always sit back and be pampered. This is the life. They literally wait on you hand and foot on the Emeraude, and they've customised their very own diamond pedicure, so I will be walking around with jewels on my feet. Floating villages are another common sight as you cruise through these emerald waters. The residents live mainly from the sea and use small boats to sell their treasures to tourists. And as my Halong Bay cruise comes to an end, and so too my trip to Vietnam, I have to say it's been really inspiring to see how the Vietnamese have picked up the pieces after their war-torn past and moved forward. They welcome tourists with open arms and generously allow us to share and enjoy the unique beauty of Vietnam.